Now that we've discussed all sorts of behaviors typical to the feline species, let's explore how these behaviors can help us assess our cat's internal state and give them a better quality of life. It's convenient for us not to have urine marking, and it may not be a big deal if this behavior isn't exhibited, but when it does occur, knowing that it's a typical behavior of a neutered cat when they feel stressed, typically related to other cats, will, of course, guide our interventions. As for the reaction to catnip, well, it's a behavior that develops in cats as they grow, and not all cats are affected by this, so don't worry if your cat doesn't react to catnip. For behaviors essential to survival, like eating, drinking, sleeping, and relieving themselves, we want to make sure we provide our cats with an environment that allows them to meet their needs in a way that's consistent with their evolution. And finally, for typical behaviors like perching, scratching, hiding, hunting, grooming, wandering, and communicating, we know that these are important for the cat's physical, emotional, and behavioral well-being, and therefore we want to give the cat the opportunity to exhibit them. Now, should all cats perform all of those behaviors exactly like the ideal cat? If our cat doesn't perch, play, or groom themselves, what do we do? Well, there are 5 questions to ask yourself and to really take the time to think about before answering. Question number 1 is there pain? If I have pain in my paw or my back, I'm unlikely to want to jump up or down on furniture, to scratch, stretch, or groom myself. Pain is the very first thing to explore. Question 2 is, does the cat have a history of being punished for this behavior? If I've been yelled at for getting on the sofa, the counter, or the bed, I may have learned to fear climbing on furniture around humans. We can then gradually approximate the behavior in training and restore the cat's confidence. If I got slapped by the other cat when I approached him with friendly body language, I'm probably unlikely to try it again in the future. For us to continue performing a behavior, it must provide us with what we were looking for, whether it's positive social interactions, treats, or pleasant sensory experiences, like being perched up high and balanced with a different vantage point. Question 3. Does the cat know how to do it? Have they had the opportunity to try it before? Leia knows how to use the cat wheel because I taught her how. If she decides not to use it, even though she knows how, that's one box checked. The problem isn't that she doesn't know how. Cats also generally take several weeks to decide whether they like something new or not. So give them time to think about it when you buy them something new. Question 4 is there competition? Are there contingencies that come into conflict? Does the cat feel threatened? Leia wasn't lazing around lying on the floor in the middle of the living room at first. She was too anxious. She also didn't wander around the house during the day. She felt threatened by life. If I leave my comfortable bed in the cat tree to go scratch, do I lose the only decent bed in the house because another cat will move in as soon as I leave? That's competing contingencies. If there's only one option to satisfy our need as a cat, we're going to worry about losing it. And finally, the 5th question is the context right for it? Miley uses his hammock in the patio door in the winter, but almost never in the summer. He perches elsewhere, he sleeps elsewhere, so it's not a question of unmet needs. He simply spends more time outside in the summer, and so gazing out the patio door while lazing around is simply not as interesting. Behavioral diversity is a measure of an individual's quality of life. A cat that doesn't do much is a warning sign. What's wrong? Why aren't you exhibiting a greater diversity of behaviors on a daily basis? Reviewing species-typical behaviors and asking ourselves the 5 questions can help us to figure it out. Thanks for following me for this series.